Easy going.
Oh, we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Spiritual Discoveries with Angie and Friends. My name is Angie Apt, and my friend today is Dr. Reverend Patricia Bell, a good friend of mine. Hi, Patricia.
Hello, Angie.
Welcome. How are you doing?
Oh, fabulous.
That's
I'm
good.
still in Florida, but
Oh,
sun is shining here and it's all lovely.
that's good. Oh, the sun is shining there. That's nice. Oh, hang on one second, Patricia. I'm trying to get us public. Okay, some more people see us. Hello, everybody. So as you come on, make sure that you say hi to us and let us know where you're from. We're going to have such an interesting discussion today about. Well, we talk about how much fun we have, right, Patricia, together.
Absolutely. I mean, and we got to do our golf cart thing too again.
I know. I have that all set. We are definitely doing golf cart adventures this year in Lilydale. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it surely is. Maybe we can
Yes.
pick up some of our other friends along the way.
We sure can. My golf cart fits 4 people. So we can and of course we have to have my dog in the middle, remember?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we can pick up Dr. Russell Brown with his harp.
Oh, we sure can. He
Or
could be
stop by
on.
and see him or something like that, huh?
Yeah, okay, let's do it. I love he played in the coffee shop last year.
Yes, and he also played on stage for Lilydale, but um, he's doing big publications now and book and stuff like that. So, but we'll capture him
We'll
for
capture
you.
him. He's wonderful. He was wonderful. Yeah, and it's exciting, Lilydale, like our season's almost here.
It's like time is flying so fast.
I know.
But
No.
when Lilydale opens itself up to everybody, it's like we're giving everyone a big hug.
It feels
Come to our family. Come to
yes.
visit all of us. And, let us share the love and the hugs of
Yes.
our classes, our healing temple, our
Yes.
stumps, everything. It's
Everything,
like,
yeah. You know
let
what? That's a great way to describe Lilydale, is you walk in and you feel like you're walking into a hug. Because and so many people say, always ask everybody, how did you like Lilydale? And they say it was so peaceful. I didn't want to leave. It felt wonderful the whole time I was there, right?
absolutely, because spirit knows. And I don't know. I've always thought that as a medium, as soon as those gates go down, the people who are coming, their spirit loved ones, have arrived.
Oh, yes.
It's like
Yes.
you can feel spirit has already entered the grounds just waiting for them. And yes, they're there to hug you too.
Yes, they are. They are. Do you feel like that, Patricia? I think sometimes, like when I get ready to do a reading, it's like the loved ones know that their person is coming, and they're there waiting and so excited to get to talk to the person we're reading for, to their person, right?
Absolutely. And but the other thing is, Angie, sometimes we have somebody that shows up and my focus is on them first because they may have lost somebody and they're emotionally not prepared
I agree.
for that spirit loved one. And so I think making the person who comes to see you comfortable is my priority.
Oh,
You
me too. I'm
know,
getting chills when you're saying that. I agree. Go ahead. Keep going.
because the more comfortable they are, as you know, it allows spirit to come closer.
Yes. 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 I
And
100% agree.
and quite frankly, yes, we are part of the equation, but the two parts of them and their spirit loved one, that's two-thirds of it. So
Yes.
by setting up a gentle, loving environment for that person, they're not going to be afraid. How many times have you had somebody come in and say, "Look at you with big eyes," And I say, "Oh, don't worry, nothing spooky is going to happen." I said, "If it does, I'll be more scared than you would."
That's a good way to say it, but yes, that happens a lot because they don't know, especially if it's their first, their first time getting a reading, they don't know what to expect or what they've heard in the community or whatever. They don't know.
Well, I have LA Kitty, and she would love to come and do every reading if she could. But sometimes she throws her toy underneath the door. So I also tell people, don't worry, it's not an apport, it's the cat
Oh,
who
and all of
wants
a
to
sudden a
play.
little doll comes in and goes across the floor. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yes, that would be scary if you didn't know. What do you do? Like when you first do a reading, do you talk to a person a little bit first? And like how do you start one of your readings?
Well, basically, I ask them to sit on a couch and get comfortable, and just the presence of, have you done this before? And opening just them, allowing them to speak. You see, because sometimes I think with all of us, it's important that we have a voice. Because if that person can speak, they can say yes or they can say no.
Yes.
In other
Yes.
words, if they're that scared, they can say no. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, sometimes there's spirits that come through that may not have been as kind in the living, and
Hmm.
they're coming to say they're sorry, but that person may not be ready
Yeah.
or may need preparation to hear that,
Yeah.
you know. But also, they need to know that, if I want to talk to somebody in the living, not everybody's ready to talk.
That's true. That's true. What do you do like if say somebody comes through for your client that they really don't want to talk to or maybe the relationship was troubled and they how do you handle that?
Basically, I said to them, you know, they're here for a reason. If it's okay, can we hear them out?
Mhm.
Can we hear what they have to say?
Mhm.
Because sometimes they're going to bring pearls of wisdom or understanding that we may have never thought we would have ever heard.
Yeah, that's a
And I
nice
have
way
had
to say.
and I've had people say, I never thought my father would ever tell me he loved me.
Wow. See that's yeah, I've had that too. That's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, but what's really beautiful is it's not that we say that, but in that moment, because they're prepared, they feel it.
Yeah.
They feel it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you can feel that love,
Yeah.
but the key here is for all of us, in order to feel love, there is a part of us that has to feel safe.
Yes. Yes, that's true.
And safety is not a big key lately because we get so much involved with the outside world saying this, that, and the other thing. Oh my gosh, we got this going on there and that going on there. And
Mhm.
so we don't always feel safe. So the
Yeah.
idea is having an opportunity to feel safe.
Yes, and you're right. I agree with you. And so they come in your room or come to Lilydale. I think they feel safe once they get to know us and talk a little bit. But it sounds like you're kind of setting it up that they feel safe the minute as they're sitting in your reading room.
Well, don't you think we do set the foundation? Like, I
Yes,
don't know, I meditate prior to each client
me too.
and I ask for that energy.
Yeah.
And, I contact my guides and teachers and I ask that the healing will come through.
Me too. Because don't you feel this, Patricia? Mediumship, I always feel, is verbal healing. We're healers.
It's not only verbal healing, it's frequency healing,
Mm-hmm.
the frequency of our voice. Or what if we say the exact thing that grandma always said? My grandma always said that to me.
Yeah.
That's a frequency, that's a vibration that comes through,
Yeah.
you know, and it's a co creative process,
Mm-hmm.
meaning we are creating this with the people that come in and with spirit. We're not just doing this alone.
Mm-hmm.
And, this is what the wonderful thing is about when you chair the stump, and when you chair the stump, that is also a co creative thing
Mm-hmm.
where the chairperson is creating the intention and the upliftment energy for every medium that shows up.
Very
It's
much.
right. And it's like
Much.
the energy has to be the support
Mm-hmm.
to feel the love, that when that medium gets up there and feels the love of spirit and feels the love of the chairperson. I mean, you're always so bubbly. Oh, it's so happy to see you. It makes people feel welcome and feel
Yeah.
supported, and that you are going to stand there, even if it's beside the medium while they're delivering, and send uplifting vibrations.
The whole time. That's what I do the whole time.
Exactly,
And I've stood
exactly.
next to a student too. Like if somebody comes and they're not comfortable, I'll stand right up there with them. And I know you would too.
In a New York minute, as they would say.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
that is the co-creative we're there not to be, it's not a question of being a movie star or anything like that.
No, no.
And it's about helping spirit come to their loved one
Yeah.
so that they can get this opportunity to have that moment in time
Yeah. And
that
make
allows that person in the congregation to know that no love is ever lost.
Oh, I love that. I love that. You know, do you remember? I have to tell you two things. As you were talking, I thought of remember Jessie First, and Jessie First was 5 feet tall, if she was even that. And she'd always go, go good afternoon, and say that so loudly and get the audience all to say it back. And she told me that she did that because just what you're saying is she's raising the energy, and she said that when she says good afternoon, she includes the whole audience then is included, right?
Absolutely. Because, it's like what they say, when there are two or more of you, I am present. So
Yeah.
when you have a group of people, which Tom Kratzley talks about groups of people coming together for healing, it
Yes.
in just raises the frequency and the vibration to the level that this has to be a joyous time.
Yeah.
Giving a message should be filled with joy.
Yeah. Yeah. And it is. I remember first going to the stump, and I don't know, we never talked about this, but I was pretty scared. Were you in the beginning or no?
Um, well, my first time serving was at the Forest Temple.
Okay.
Dr. Neil had said to me, today, 4 o'clock, Forest Temple, you're going. I'm looking at him. All right. Like, what are you talking about? I mean, he never, I just arrived in Lilydale. So I got there. I get to Forest Temple and I'm sitting on the back bench. And who's sitting with me but Patricia Bartlett?
I
And
didn't know.
Patricia Bartlett said, honey, what's wrong? Talking about being scared. And I said, Dr. Neil told me I had to serve today and I've never done this before. And she goes, you sit here. She walked up to Patricia Price and said, listen, Patricia, I'm going to put her in front of me and I'm going to be sending her energy because this is her first time. Talk
Wow.
about a story about shift and love,
And
Patricia loves.
frequency, yeah,
I mean, they just created the platform for
yeah,
me to be there. And then when I got up there, you saw that movie Touched by an Angel, right?
yes,
Ella
yes,
Reese.
yeah.
Well, when Monica used to say, I have a message from God, she would light up. Well, there's a part of me that day, and has happened continually, that when I said, I have a message, there is a light that goes on inside of me.
Yeah, yeah.
But you see that co-creative process of Patricia Bartlett, Patricia Price, and Patricia Bell.
That's
Wow.
pretty lucky that you had the 2 of them, like, that was really nice.
I had powerhouses.
I know, I know. That was wonderful. I think I had Jesse. I can't remember who I think Jesse first actually was chairing, and I was lucky because she gave me a few hints, and she, and kind of what you're saying too is raise the frequency and embrace your, and it feel because it does feel like when you're up there and you're getting ready to serve, it's like you feel like you're embracing the whole audience and they're embracing you. There's something that happens that's special.
It is special, but it is, and I hope all our mediums understand this. Support one another. It's not about you, it's about spirit.
Uh-huh.
Support one another. The support that Jesse gave you and the Patricias gave me meant everything in the world,
It
not
did.
just to me, but to allowing me to be the vehicle for
Yeah.
spirit.
Yes. And when somebody teaches you that and or says that, I mean, I'll never forget that my first time ever. And that
Right.
she's there saying the things that she said because you are scared. But I'll tell you, there's something that happens too that you it's amazing. Like you sit there and you're scared and you walk up and you're in that energy at the stump or at Forest Temple. And all of a sudden, like your fear goes away because you're so connected to that beautiful energy that's there.
Well, the number one fear is public speaking.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Obviously, you and I don't have a problem with that now because we can do this.
yeah,
But,
yeah,
and I think the reason we can do it is because it's fun and it's natural, and that we're
mhm.
not in our heads, but we're in our hearts.
Yes, if you're in your heart, it's different, and I think this, Patricia, too, and you and I were just talking about this before we had to go live, about that we have fun together. That's why we like to talk and why we like to do things together because it's fun, and I feel like that's important too, Get in the energy of it and the joy of it and have fun with it.
Yes. And, you know, when spirit comes through, they are coming through to uplift us, not to make us sad.
Yes. Yeah,
But
yeah.
when we're in fun, we have a connection to our childlike innocence,
Mhm,
which allows us the humility to make things brand new.
mhm. Yeah.
And as you know, the children's program is quite
Yeah, saying that was good, 'cause I
my
wanted to
love.
talk about that. It's the well, just say quick, it's the one children, it's the wonder of it, right? It's the, "Look at this, and look at this," and, I think we all have to stay in that wonder of things.
Yes, the wonder and the curiosity,
Mhm.
but also the humility that things can be brand new.
Yes.
You see, if we have this humbleness that, wow, we can have an aha moment, or wow, our lives can be totally fabulous
Yeah.
because we're not stuck in the same old, same old.
Yeah.
And, humility, yes, being humble is one thing because it opens us up to have that humility to allow our lives to be brand new.
Yes. Yeah, that I totally agree. So go back to because we were talking about Children's Week, and I don't know whoever everybody that's on hello, I'm seeing you all coming on saying hello. So Patricia started Children's Week in Lilydale about 20 years ago. We were just talking about it, right?
Yes, yes, yes. And this year, I am totally stoked for it because it is our 20th anniversary. And we've got some really outstanding classes. One is computers and spirituality. I
Ah,
mean, come on. We're walking into a new world. And
yeah,
we need to be able to assimilate how that's going to look for us as spiritualists and how
yeah.
we're going to work with this. So Dr. Brown is going to be teaching that class, which is awesome. And then we have one of my all-time favorite people, Barry Goldstein, who's
Yeah.
coming in with his light and his healing music. And it's going to be absolutely sensational.
He's a musician. Is that what he does? His
He's a Grammy winning.
Oh, okay. There we go. There we go.
He's
Yeah.
got a list of aha moments that are fabulous. But we were also talking about people who are humble and gracious and kind, and all of these things apply to him. He's just a great guy. It's just like, when he said he was coming, he was asking me about Elaine Thomas and things like that.
Yeah.
And just an awesome human being.
Wow.
Awesome human being. Uh, we've got of course, we've got our beach party and our talent show, and we have our alumni coming back.
Oh, really? So
Yes,
alumni,
yes.
meaning children that are now grown, are going to come back. Wow, that's going to be wonderful. Oh, I can't wait. And I'm so happy because it's in the Lyceum right across the street from my house. So I get to watch.
Yes, you do.
Mhm.
And the other thing is, we're going to capture you one day when you're willing to come play with us,
I
because
can.
we're
I'll just
going.
come right over. Yeah, bring my puppy.
Yeah, exactly. The we're going to have a cotton candy machine that Stacy and Michelle from Sacred Grounds has arranged. And in the
Really?
cotton candy, children are going to make their wishes in the
Real?
food.
Oh, I saw
I mean,
that
it's so
class about
exciting.
wishes. That's really
Yes,
exciting.
so
I'm coming to
exciting.
get cotton candy and make a wish.
I know. Well, that you got to do that. And there's just Meredith, who's been part of the program. Um, her grandmother was a medium, her aunt Gretchen, and she's going to be teaching astrology.
Oh, hey, Patricia, when is Children's Week? You keep talking about it, but I'm going to put up a banner so people know.
July 21st to the 20th through the 26th. And
Okay.
then on the 27th, are you ready for this?
Um,
Barry shows up, okay?
what goes up? Say it again. The what?
Barry shows up on the 27th
Oh, he
for the
does.
adults, for the
Okay.
adults. But July 21st is a one of a kind event. We are having for the adults, this is an adult thing.
Uh-huh.
It is a Victorian tea party with their dolls that invited Barbie and her friends.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So
So
that's a Victorian tea party. Okay.
with
When is that again?
Barbie and friends.
My gosh, how fun. Who's coming
And
to that, everybody?
everybody, I should hope, because you
Yes, I'll be there.
bring your doll, and your doll gets a message,
Really?
and you
Wow.
get to have tea. And
Wow.
um, we're going to have harp music by Russell Brown again. We're going to have we're going to talk about how Barbie and the Victorians had a lot in common. It was
Mhm,
part of the women's movement.
mhm. Which
You know,
Lilydale is a big part of.
absolutely.
Huge,
And it's a fundraiser for the Children's Lyceum.
which is wonderful too. That's wonderful. Oh, I love that. That's I didn't even know about that. I see him on as the stuff comes out in the catalog, but I didn't see that. That's awesome. I have to talk to you a lot, Patricia, so I can know what's happening.
Yeah, well, when you look at Barbie, it's not just the pretty face. We have a Jane Goodall Barbie. We have Dr. Barbie. We have Pilot Barbie. We have President Barbie. We have
Yeah,
all of that
yeah, yeah.
because think about it. As a little boy or girl,
Hmm.
we put a lot of wishes and hopes into our dolls.
Yes.
But the other thing is, in Victorian times, a lot of dolls were made out of the clothes or the hair of deceased loved ones.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, really?
Think about it. Where
That's
would
pretty
they get that
special.
extra material to make it?
Yeah, that makes sense. And that's special too, because that's keeping your loved one very close,
And that's special because it also helps children connect with their ancestral links.
which is wonderful too. Wonderful. I love that. I have to ask you, I've got to ask you this too before we forget, because our time always goes, but the monks are coming.
Oh gosh, are they coming? And we are so excited. You know, this year is a very special mandala. It's white Tara.
Ah,
White Tara is for longevity, healing, but most of all, compassion.
mm,
I hear that song, What the World Needs Now is Love, Sweet Love. Well, we need this compassion that goes along with it.
we sure do. We sure do. Very much.
Compassion for ourselves, compassion for one another. I mean, it is so exciting. And of course, what I think is really exciting is that we have a special table that the monks are putting up for us where people like yourself and myself can go in and make a mandala of Lilydale. I
Really?
know.
My God,
Isn't this
really?
exciting?
I can't wait. All right, I better put a banner up for everybody. So everybody can do that, right?
Right. And all they have to do is be in Lilydale. It's a free event. All you do is show up at the fire hall, and we're going to have people there that are going to help show you how to do this.
Wow, that's beautiful. So wait, the monks come what date? June 21st?
They arrive the 21st, but their first event is the 22nd. So if
Okay.
you're looking at for them on the um, calendar, it's June 22nd through the 26th.
Okay, I want to put that up for everybody. I loved last year. You set it up that I got to have the monks come and bless my house. It was one of the most amazing things ever.
Isn't it though? I mean, but the vibration, they walk around Lilydale praying. And
Yeah,
here's the other thing, every single monk that is coming to Lilydale is a geisha. Now, what does that mean?
I don't
If
know.
you are a geisha, it's equivalent of having a doctorate in that spiritual study. Wow.
Wow. So the energy, I mean, you're just near them and you feel their energy and their compassion and their love. I mean, they have the best hearts. They came to my house and they didn't speak English. And yet we communicated, it was very special.
Well, they vibrate on the level of gamma. I mean, and gamma is a transcended blissful vibration. So when we look at that, when you are in the presence of it, if you are open, you're going to find yourself on that gamma. So this is why being at the opening ceremony, going to Saturday night event, which is going to be the puja of compassion and longevity. I mean, and healing, and all of these events, and of course the closing ceremony where you get to have the sand from this.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
Wait,
had
wait,
people
talk about that. So the closing ceremony, so they make that mandala, right? All week out of sand. They work on it and you can watch them. And then at the end of the week, they put the sand in the lake, right?
yes, and that sand is blessed.
Yeah.
I mean, they are in this gamma state praying while they're making this happen.
Yeah, yeah. Talk about like what that means, because actually they take that beautiful mandala and you can get sand from it, but it's to not be attached, right? Or they
Right. It's the gift of impermanence that we come to understand that all life is impermanent. And, Angie, what it does, I think, it's to teach you to be in the moment,
yeah,
to
yeah,
be in the moment.
yeah.
Because as you and I had mentioned, things are changing in our world.
They are.
Impermanence is a big thing.
Hmm.
I mean, everything is changing. The structures of our lives, the way things used to work are just not the same.
That's for sure.
I mean, things that used to happen 20 years ago are not happening anymore. I mean, of
Yeah,
course, people can say the prices of food and things like that. And yeah, that's true too. But we have to be able to be. And the one thing about the monks is if you ever want to meet a group of grateful people, I mean, their level of gratitude, and you
yeah,
say to yourself, is this what gets them to gamma? Is
yeah.
this is how they do this? But of course, the chanting and everything raises the vibration. I wouldn't want to miss a day with the monks that they're here.
No. And you know what? Remember last year too, you did that special because Patricia set up for the monks to come to Fellowships of the Spirit, which they always come every year. But you did a special had them do a special ceremony for Elaine, which was beautiful.
Yes. And of course, they're coming back this year.
Yeah,
And I talked to Jane, and I'm sure you will all be prepared. That Monday night is as per Elaine's request. That was always the one she chose. So we're keeping a tradition there.
yeah.
And, you know, I don't know about you, but I do know for me, I felt her presence there like you wouldn't believe.
Oh yes.
And it was so beautiful. It brought tears to my eyes, not of sadness, but of joy.
Yeah, because she's in a place of joy, to get glimpses of, what the other side is like and where she is. She's in joy. Would you agree? Is that what you felt?
Oh, yeah. And I
Yeah,
believe that by having this, it's kind of like, okay, kids, come, let's have dinner. Let's, and bring this energy, which allows spirit to come through and give us those hugs again.
yeah,
So, there is going to be, I know that in fellowships it is a smaller group, but if anybody wants to have lunch with the dinner with the monks, they can do that with the City of Light Church picnic on Saturday at.
yeah. There's a picnic. There's a lot of different things that you can come to Lilydale for. You can watch the monks make the mandala, but there, right? There's also different dinners. Doesn't Church of the Living Spirit have something too, or no? I can't remember.
They're not doing a picnic this year. The only
Okay.
picnic we're having is with City of Light, but there are individuals who have opened their doors to bless the monks with their food, and
I made them a cake, when they were at fellowships, and I had to make a sugar-free cake, right? Because they don't have sugar, and I had to figure out how to make that, and they loved my cake. So
And they also love that soup that you had too.
oh, I don't know what I can't remember what the soup was. Oh, I forgot you knew about the cake. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, hey, I'm lucky I get to have all this blessed
I
food.
know, I know. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it again. I'm gonna make it again. So that's awesome. So we have the monks and we can make our own mandala, you said. So that's pretty special too.
Yeah, because it lets you feel what that process is like.
Um,
It's just fabulous.
yeah.
And
Jill
we're
said-
going through changes, so we need to be creative and we need to use our imagination because astrologically, as we were talking before, this eclipse was big.
yeah, let's talk about that. We have to, because I felt that. Well, it was beautiful, it was emotional, and I haven't felt the same since in a good way.
Well, the eclipse lasted over 4 minutes, which means it'll be over four, maybe 4.5, almost 5 years that the vibration of this eclipse is going to be working on us. So we're going to see, I want to call it the metamorphosis of the energies that happened. And it is so important. A lot of stuff bubbled up for people,
Yes.
because it's sort of like we're going to get rid of your resistances, we're going to get rid of your obstacles, and you're going to be able to see what they are. So once and for all, you can heal them so you can be who you truly are. The eclipse was in Aries, and to me, Aries is our higher self.
Hmm.
And it was, absolutely, was it powerful? I mean, there were people who couldn't even stand up because the energy was that awesome.
Wow.
And, you know, our world is like amazing. In opposition to the eclipse, I like to talk about her. There is an asteroid called Urania, and the eclipse was 19 Aries, and Urania was at 19 Libra. Urania is the eldest muse of Zeus. She is the muse of astrology and astronomy,
Wow.
but she's also known for unconditional love.
Oh, and Libra's love, right?
Yeah, and well, it's also balance too.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So
Wow.
there's that love factor that was right in that eclipse. And
Bringing and that's like bringing that energy to all of us, right?
it's like it was the handle of the basket saying to you, hold on to the love and the balance that is you so that you can be all that you can be.
I love that. I love
I
that.
do too. But remember, it didn't have to happen overnight. And it's like, as we watch our charts and other unravelings, it's like even more and more stuff is happening. Like Jupiter and Uranus made a conjunction, and there was a comet that went by, and the comet was the green mother dragon. And here we are in the Chinese year of the dragon.
Oh, yes.
I
That's right.
know. So
Yeah.
it's like,
It's
okay,
powerful. It's powerful, huh?
big, powerful. And the dragon, if you take the Eastern, bring it to the Western, the dragon is Aries. I mean, it's like
Oh my
all
gosh.
these
Wow.
messages coming together saying, okay, I need to look at my chart. I need to look at all the energies I'm feeling. I need to do this so that I can understand what my higher self is saying to me. And, making that commitment to spend time with that higher vibration, you
And
know,
do that, you mean like meditation and things?
Yeah, whether it's, group meditation with Tom Kratzley, or whether it's being with the monks, or coming to a high tea where you can get a message from your doll that might give you an insight to what you're thinking and feeling. I mean, it's all so powerful.
Any of that. You know what? I got to ask you this. So the day before the eclipse, I think a day or two, I was so emotional. And I talked to other people too, you know, where it was like the littlest things almost had me crying, you know, or sort of feeling. And it felt like release is a lot of what it felt like, because I can't think of specific things. I wasn't upset about anything, but it felt like release. So was that a part of this?
Absolutely. You see, with a lot of aspects, it's like they're coming together, do you see? And the energy is squeezing, 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 and then they kiss. And it's, but we feel it before that.
Mhm.
And so it's very understandable. I mean, we see a lot more like 3 days before a new moon or 3 days before any powerful aspect.
Mhm. Mhm.
And we've got so much stuff going on. And it's like, but what I think is thrilling is that we have the astrology to understand it and know how we can work with it. In
Yeah.
other, it's not like astrology impels, it doesn't compel, because we can transcend the chart.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be fatalistic in any way.
Right. I have to ask you a question, because I taught a class yesterday on past life regression and coming, you know, coming back into another life, all that. And in the class we were talking about astrology, and I can't remember. I think I said it and somebody else, but are we born like we kind of choose when we're born, or we're born at a time, so we're under the right astrological energy to support what we like our learning in our life? Did I say that right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's as though um, we also choose our mom and dad too,
Yeah, I think
which
so. I believe that too.
which fits into the astrology chart.
It
And
does.
what's really interesting is that you will see family charts and you will see how they all work together.
Really.
There's generally a hint in everybody's astrology chart that was their past life.
Really. That's
Mhm.
in your chart as well.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot in that chart. I can figure, like, I've had you tell me things in Cassandra, but you really have to do a lot of learning to understand it, or talk to you, or talk to Cassandra, right? A good astrologer.
Right. I mean, Cassandra's doing this new thing called human design astrology, which I
It's
know
oh,
you're which is fabulous. So the key here is astrology is a language. It generally takes about 10 years to learn, which is normal for any language, whether it's astrology, French, Spanish, whatever. Uh, but, one of the things that I teach is I want you to feel the aspects because, and just, it's been said, and Cassandra and I have said it, by going to an astrologer that's been doing it quite a while, they have felt those aspects and knows what it feels like, that it isn't just on paper. It's like, wow, I know what Pluto feels like in opposition to my Mars because that's happened in my chart. And that's why when I do a lot of astrology, I ask people to feel what's happening
mhm,
because our emotions can help us make the choice.
mhm,
Now, you can have terrific, outstanding, amazing astrology, but if you're a Pookie Bear and all you want to do is whine and cry, what kind of frequency are you going to attract?
You're at a lower frequency for sure. And that's something like sometimes we have to feel our emotions, but we can choose, right, where we want to be.
Well, I'm an advocate. Feel the emotion,
Yeah.
embrace it
Yeah.
for 20 minutes. If I'm angry, feel it for 20 minutes and then let it go. Love it, embrace it, let it go. You
No,
know?
my mother used to say, Patricia, she'd set the old fashioned kitchen timer for a certain
Oh,
amount
good.
of time, and she'd cry and get upset and get mad or whatever she had to feel. And then when she heard ding, she went in the bathroom, washed her face, put her makeup on, and got out of the house and did something else.
That's a brilliant technique.
Isn't it?
Brilliant technique. And of course, we're going to have to get everybody timers, which sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
But, by being able to do that, we shift our reality so that we can go to higher ground.
Ah.
All right. And as spiritualists, that's what we want to do, is to go to higher ground. Now, the astrology for Lily Dale, as well as spiritualism,
Oh
is
yeah, let's talk
phenomenal.
about that. Yes, yes. Go ahead.
And the reason it's phenomenal is because both charts are about personal responsibility.
Ah, very good.
And we are coming into
Mhm.
a new world, which is going to ask us, or maybe demand us, to be personally responsible.
How important is that? That's part of the principles of spiritualism, right? Of the churches. Yeah.
Exactly. And, basically, I'm responsible for everything I think, everything I feel, and everything I do. Now, when we look at that, we're looking at our vibrational tone and how we can flow through this changing world. And you realize that the caterpillar has to change its entire DNA to become a butterfly.
Wow.
We are
Wow.
changing our DNA,
Yeah. That's what we're doing now, with the eclipse and with everything that's happening.
and it's ongoing. It's ongoing. I
Yeah.
mean, because we are evolving now in a way like never before.
Yeah.
Some people won't be able to do it, hon.
Yeah. Would you say it feels like when you say everything that's happening now, it's almost like things are accelerating in a way.
Well, yes. I mean, come on, look at technology. That's all we have to look at it to say that we're accelerating. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, come on. Did you and I think that 10 years ago we'd be talking like this on a computer?
No, no. I remember hearing that when I was a kid, somebody said that we'll talk on the phone with each other and see each other like on the Jetsons. Remember the Jetsons?
Yeah, well, that's right. In fact, we are like the Jetsons. She did her aerobic classes on a TV screen,
Yes.
and he worked
Yes.
from home.
Yeah. Or like you said, here we are. I'm in Buffalo, you're in Florida, and we're on a computer having a conversation with people from everybody that's on that lives far away, from us, some of them. So yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Totally amazing. And that we people who we're going to adapt just like the caterpillar did. And yes, our DNA is going to change so that we can handle the frequency and the vibration of it all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, so let's recap a little. So Lilydale opening day is June 19th, 20th.
June 21st.
Okay, all right. Okay, there you go.
Right,
Okay.
is
Okay.
opening day. We'll
Make a
have
banner.
butterfly releases. The monks will be at the healing temple at 7 o'clock to bless the healing temple. There will be messages at the stump. So I think it's very exciting.
Me too. I'm very excited about it. And yeah, so everybody come and see us. We'll be excited to see you here. I just posted that so we know. Opening day in Lilydale is the 21st, and that's the butterfly release. The monks arrive in town on June 21st, and a couple people were asking questions about if all of this is going to be posted in the catalog. Are all the different events with the monks in the catalog? They're on the website, and I haven't seen the catalog yet, but I'm
I
pretty sure
haven't seen the
they are.
catalog either because I'm
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Florida,
yeah.
but I
You can
believe
go
it
on.
should be in the catalog.
Yeah, yeah, and take a look at Lilydale. Like usually the monks are posted on the front page. And also, if you watch my page, I'll share everything so that all of you will know. And Patricia, I'm sure you do too. So either one of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that we'll let you know. But yeah, oh, Summer just put hi, Summer. Summer put June 21st too. And Sharon Adler said it's in the catalog. So hi, Sharon. So you must have the catalog. Hi, Jenna. Yep, I see lots of our friends are on here listening. We appreciate that you're on with us, everybody. And we hope you come down to Lilydale. A children's week, adults can come and be part of that if they want to, if they bring their
Well,
children.
if they bring a child.
You bring a child, you got to bring a child, you can be
And
part of that.
it's a love donation of $15. And people have said to me, it's a love donation.
Yeah.
Because let's say you have 3 kids, it's a love donation.
Yeah, and
In
it's
fact, I
$15
just
a
I
kid?
just
Go ahead.
well, it's a love donation.
Yes, yes.
You know, I just talked to a mother the other day who said, all I had was the donation and I had 2 kids.
Mhm.
And so I gave what I had. And then the next year I came into some money and I gave more.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And so, you know, it is awesome. It is a phenomenal week. To me, the monks and the children's week is very joyous.
Very joyous, and the energy is beautiful in Lilydale the entire time, and at the end of Children's Week, we have a golf cart parade. I was
Uh-huh.
I was part of that for sure.
Yeah, well, that was because of the anniversary that it was 165 years. This year, it's our 20th anniversary. So you're going to see kids, you're going to see the alumni. I am thrilled to see the alumni.
I can't
Can
wait to see
you
the
imagine?
alumni.
We've got alumni that are medical doctors, lawyers, um, architects, musicians. I mean, it's just
That's beautiful thing to have the alumni
EMTs.
there. Yeah,
I mean, it is so awesome.
it's beautiful. Yeah,
It is awesome that that it's that way.
yeah,
And that to have them back to be able to see, I mean, 20 years is quite a stint.
yeah, sure is.
I mean, if a child comes at 10, 20 years, they're 30.
Yeah. And those children, I mean, they give messages at the stump, they do healings. It's pretty amazing. Connecting children with their natural gifts that are right there for them.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping some of the alumni will be at that Victorian doll party with Barbie and friends
Yeah.
because I'd like to see them give some of those messages.
Yes,
But
yes.
it is adult event. A child can come, but the ticket price for that event is $50 because we got food and things like that. And it's a specific fundraiser for the Children's Lyceum.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And, Sacred Grounds will be supplying the tea stuff for us. And we have mediums that will be donating their time to come give messages to your doll. We even going to have a lady has a doll hospital in case you had an old doll that you wanted to get repaired.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's neat too. That sounds
And you
awesome.
can get pictures with your doll, and it's going to be a fun event. It is
Yeah.
going to be a fun event.
I think so. Lilydale's going to be great this year, everybody. Make sure you come out and see us. We can't wait to see you. And I can't wait to see you, Patricia. We're definitely, as soon as you're back, we're going to do a golf cart interview.
Yes, 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 yes. Love it. And we always enjoy having a bit of a meal together, which is
Yeah,
special in itself.
absolutely. I can't wait. I'm looking forward. So thank you so much for coming on and talking today. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing everybody soon.
Yes, we do, because you are a blessing. And when you come to Lilydale, the blessings increase.
Very much so. Oh, I love that. I love that. I have to remember that too. And you said when you come to Lilydale, you feel like you're walking into a hug.
Yes,
Yeah, we have to say that a lot.
yes.
I don't know if you can see the comments, Patricia, but everybody's saying thank you.
No, I
Yeah,
can't, but I can feel the good vibes.
I can, I know I can feel them too. And I'll read all your comments and everybody, I will post links for Lilydale website, for things with the monks in the comments. So you'll see them in there too. All right.
Thank you, Angie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Always special to be with you.
You
All
too.
good things. Yes,
You
yes,
too. You
yes.
too. I'm giving you a hug. I'm giving you a hug.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.